Hi guys, we're back again, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do Lady Gaga's hair bow. So first of all, to get started, just to name off the products and instruments that you're going to need, you're definitely going to need a fine-tooth weaving comb, rubber bands, bobby pins, and hairspray. If you don't have really thick hair, a lot of length, or too many layers that's too hard to work with, then I would advise you to go out and get either some Rasta hair or some extensions. The clip-ins are the best just because you can put them in whenever you need to or to do fun projects like this. So I have a couple extra pieces that I'm only going to use for the bulk, but my model does have nice long hair, so it should be pretty sufficient. So to start off, I'm just going to come to the back, section off a pretty good section, just so I have more hair to work with, especially since my model's hair is really silky and fine. Just want to make sure I have a lot for a nice thick bow. Check that for reference, make sure it's pretty even. Now if you want to do this on one side of your head, then you're just going to section out a little bit differently, but I'm actually going to build this bow right dead center on the top of her head. Alright, so I've established my section. I'm actually just going to clip that out of the way, grab the rest of my hair. That out of the way. All right, now we're back up here on top. So if you do have thick enough hair, then you're going to go ahead and skip this next section, but because I'm going to place an extension or two in here, then you can go ahead and follow me on that. So I'm going to drop out this. This is going to be a perimeter that's going to hide my extension once I place it inside. So when we do tie it back up on top, you won't see anything. It'll be a nice clean line. So I have some extensions that match very closely to my model's hair, and you can see that they're pretty long and they have a nice natural wave to them. So I'm going to come in and tightly tease just at the base of this section of hair. This is just going to be something that the clip of the extension has something to hold on to. So you're just going to slide it in, those teeth are going to snap closed, and we have that hair there. We're going to do the same step on this side, leaving out a soft perimeter just to hide any extensions, and tease the base again. Great. So I'm just going to gather up all my hair. And now you can see why we section that bottom section out, because when it comes to gathering up your top piece, it's nice and clean. You don't have to reestablish that sectioning again, and it's set. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of a shine spray for some of those frizzies. So I have two clear rubber bands right here, which I've doubled up just for strength. And we are going to ponytail this off, like I said, dead center on the top of her head. The reason I double up these rubber bands sometimes is because they are finer and they're holding a lot of hair. They have the tendency to snap, and they won't do it right away sometimes. So you might have been an hour into your hairstyle driving along in your car and snap goes the rubber band. So I just like to double them up for security. So now you can see we have a little bit more length and some thickness up here, and this is actually going to be the base of our bow. So I'm going to do is section this into two, and from the back, I'm going to take a small piece from both of those. Something kind of like that. This is going to be like the center of the bow. It's going to help hide any bobby pins that we have left out. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave that out right there. And then start just kind of subdividing your pieces, and you're going to just start teasing away. And don't worry about it getting too big or too messy. We're going to tame it down as we go. But the more teasing that you can get in there, the bigger and fluffier your bow is going to be, which is why I initially added these extensions, just to have a little bit more bulk in there. So there's one side. We're going to repeat the same thing on the opposite. So now I'm going to come back in with my soft paddle brush and softly start to mold and kind of get rid of that tease a little bit, and smoothing my ends just so I have something to work with. You're going to go ahead and grab the remaining of that loose ends and twist it around your fingers. And you can see I'm starting to mold it into the shape of that bow, just like that. So now this is where your closed end bobby pins come in. And you're going to start to secure it to the base of that ponytail, but also slide it up into that bow so that it's going to hold its form and its shape a little bit. I'm actually going to do some double duty and put one in through the back also, because we want to have enough support so that it doesn't come done from either direction. And by adding that second bobby pin, you help to pinch the shape in there a little bit more. Let's go ahead and repeat on this side. So anytime that you're doing smoothing, you're really being soft with the brush, and you're really only working like that top layer of hair. So if you start to brush too hard, then you're really brushing out all your teasing. When you come to smooth the ends, that's when you pinch the hair so you're not pulling out any of that nice tease, and that's where you can brush a little bit more aggressive just to smooth those out, but then soft again up here on the smoothing and on the edge. Now, if your hair is really frizzy and it's like not laying down enough, then you can go ahead and spray a lightweight hairspray onto your brush, and as you're brushing, it'll help just to catch some of those flyaways without making the hair too crunchy or firm. So molding just the same way. We just want to kind of match size-wise. Unless you're into asymmetrical bows, then go ahead and do your thing. All right, so those are the bows of our bows. Now we're gonna come around with that back tail that we had left out, right? We're gonna come right in the middle. And now you have a couple options if you wanna split this open, keep it as one. I usually like to keep it as one and wrap around my entire base and hide that last bobby pin right in the back. Finish it off with a little hairspray. And there you go. Easy way to achieve Lady Gaga's bow in just a few minutes with a couple household items. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.